Breaking news just rocked the political landscape, and yes, it's shaking Washington to its core. The Supreme Court of the United States has just made a historic ruling that dramatically redefines presidential authority. In a stunning decision this morning, the justices declared that only the Supreme Court and no lower court has the constitutional power to place nationwide restrictions on the President of the United States. Not a district judge, not an appeals panel, only the top bench in the land. This ruling has immediate and sweeping consequences. All those injunctions, over 300 federal court orders that have stalled, blocked, or limited Donald Trump's executive decisions since he returned to office, they're now effectively null and void. That's right, the court just wiped the slate clean. Let's break this down. Trump can now enforce immigration policies, deport individuals, secure the southern border, and even revisit the hot button issue of birthright citizenship, all without lower courts tying up his decisions in years of legal red tape. If a state disagrees, say California or Massachusetts, their own federal judges can only apply rulings to that individual state, not the entire country. And even then, Trump's Department of Justice can appeal directly to the Supreme Court, cutting out years of legal limbo. This is a monumental win for the executive branch and, of course, for the Trump administration. Supporters are calling it a restoration of presidential strength. Critics? Well, they're already sounding alarms about unchecked power and what this could mean for future presidents, Democrat or Republican. Now, before anyone panics or celebrates too soon, let's be clear, this ruling doesn't give any president total immunity. It just means that lower courts can't block national policies with one decision. It ensures legal consistency and avoids judicial overreach, something many constitutional scholars have long debated. Why does this matter? Because over the last decade, nationwide injunctions have been used like political weapons. One judge in one state could halt policies affecting 330 million Americans. That ends today. And for Trump, who's been raging against what he calls Obama judges and activist courts for years, this ruling validates everything he's argued, that the president should be free to act as commander-in-chief within constitutional limits without every move being frozen by an unelected judge. Of course, legal analysts are already dissecting this ruling. Some say it simply reaffirms the Constitution's original intent. Others argue it opens the door to executive overreach. One thing's for sure, Trump is wasting no time using this decision to push his America First agenda harder than ever. Expect immigration raids to ramp up, expect new executive orders fast-tracked, and expect state attorneys general across blue states to be fuming and filing appeals. But here's the catch, they can't slow him down the way they used to. They'll have to go straight to the Supreme Court now, and that's a court Trump himself helped shape. This decision doesn't just empower Trump, it sets a precedent that could change how presidents govern for generations to come. So whether you love him or hate him, this is a game-changing moment in American constitutional law. And as always, here on B27, we break it down straight with no fluff and no spin. I'm Bhavesh, and if you found this news important, do your part, like comment where you're watching from and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update.